Gotta get it, get it.
And the action continues on with the Condors as playoffs across the board are still here and raging hot fire. Tonight is going to be Call of Duty. You can see the squad getting ready behind us. The Varsity squad ready to kick some butt. We've seen them do it before, but today means a little bit more. A LAN spot for the NACE playoffs is on the line. Their opponents across the board is going to be Nichols. So they've been in here warming up. I've heard the atmosphere has been absolutely wonderful. They're in it. They're locked in, saying this is the hardest match we've ever played, which hopefully means they're going to end up dominating. Let's show you guys the bracket as well, so you can see their journey so far. Again, LAN is what's on the line here. One more win. Nichols on the other side, but you never want to counter your opponents. A best of 5 can feel like it could be quick, but once you're in the midst of it, it could feel like an absolute eternity. Now, to talk a little bit more on it behind the scenes, I have Coach Potsy standing by here. Come on over, but tell me about the series, because LAN is obviously a very big deal.
Yeah, this is a series that we're approaching with a lot of confidence, but also we want to make sure that we're taking our opponent very seriously and giving them the respect they deserve. They've made it this far. I've seen them take some pretty good opponents the distance, and so as much as we think that we deserve to and that we're the better team really and should be the ones going to LAN tonight, we've taken this with the most preparation of any match all year, in all honesty. The boys were here extra early. They're getting in a good warm-up scrim right now, and we're controlling the variables that we can, and at the end of the night, I think no matter what happens, we can be happy with the result.
I mean, tell me then what you're, I guess, expecting from them. You said they came in early. They look like they're prepared, mental. They're taking it seriously, but you also want to make sure that you don't get too ahead of yourself, that, you know, one mistake brings you down.
Yeah, I've told them not to think about anything past this game right now. They have playoffs in CCL this weekend. They have 3 of the players are going to a LAN in Windsor this weekend. So there's a lot going on right now. Ultimately, this is the only thing that we're focused on is tonight's match. We can't look beyond that. And so we're trying to keep our heads in check. And ultimately, we're not taking anything for granted. We've had a big season, but that means nothing if we don't put our best foot forward tonight.
Hey, well, I mean, one final word out here for Nichols on the other side. What can they expect from you guys tonight?
I think they can expect a team that's well prepared, and I think it's really going to take their best effort to have a chance against us.
Perfect. Hey, well, good luck in the match tonight. We're watching because we're Condors. We're here to support them. Make sure you keep the love going on in chat, but it is time to start getting on to playoff LAN spot on the line, and to bring it to you on the other side, we've got Cove and Mute Chaos.
You just saw them. They're the Call of Duty team here for the Condors Esports. And you heard it from Leaf, the team getting ready for their playoff action, of course. They want to reach the LAN event. They want to be playing in person. But more important than that, they don't want to stop playing yet. As this is Curtis Cove Callings, that is Will New Chaos Bridges, and of course we're here with the Condors to present some action.
I would hope so, that we're here with the Condors.
If there's, I thought you were going to focus on the action part.
That's you.
As you can see around you, we're in our beautiful Condor space, and you see on the Condors themselves ready for their game. Of course, like Brody said, they've been practicing for a while now. They have been getting in the zone.
I would hope. Are we considering the games that they've played practice as well?
Okay, well, maybe they're not so much. They're in a good mood, I should say. Whether or not that results in them being in the zone, well, we'll have to wait and see. But we are excited nonetheless for this game, and we've gotten a little bit of information regarding it. We know that we are the 4 seed facing off against a 13 seed, but that does not mean it's an automatic win, does it?
No, I mean, we have to win this game, and then we go to LAN. If we don't, then unfortunately that's pack your bags and don't come back.
Yeah, which that's not what we want.
No, we really don't. Especially since 3 of these players are...
Where did the players go?
Honestly? Oh, they're probably sitting... No, they're not, because Potsy's on the desk.
Now there they are.
No, they were sitting on the
walking
couch.
in, and of course, if you don't already know who we're facing off against, this is, of course, Nichols. College, university. Let me actually find out. I'll give them the respect that they deserve as a school, and it is college. It is Nichols College, located in Boston, so, servers should be in no one team's favor.
Hopefully.
But I do have a little insider information. It's
Yeah.
the battle of
Oshawa.
the Schwa, the Oshawa,
Schwa.
the last stop on the train line, as we both have, what is it, Neb for us.
Neb for us, and
I think Chief
One of the
Wahoo.
Nichols.
I think it was Chief Wahoo. I think that's what
that
his
sounds
name
like
was.
someone who is from Oshawa.
Don't generalize like that. That's mean to all the Oshawaians.
Sorry, guys.
How do you say it? Oshawaians?
Oshwin?
Oshawans?
Oshwin?
You know what? There's not enough of them to even pluralize them. Now we're both being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Sorry, Neb. As so it's a little bit of a grudge match there. I mean, who wants to go back home to their hometown as a loser?
Who wants to walk the street and see your opponent that just won against you?
Not us. We
You
don't.
think they stand on opposite ends of the street? And
I think
just,
they shake
yell
their
across?
fist. Yeah, they shake their fist at each other. As I mean, it's a big day here in the hub. You can see it at the corner of your screen. That freshly shaved head is Coach Hurd, of course. He's there with the academy team, and they're playing some important matchups of their own. So it's playoff time here at Conestoga.
Crunch time.
And crunch time. I mean, these players. It's a different scene. Typically we see with teams like League of Legends that we watched last night, is that at this point in time they're like locked into a scrim. Like they scrim like right up until their match starts, it seems
Oh yeah,
like.
League of Legends is just constantly in that game. I swear I never not see them playing League of Legends. It's kind of crazy.
Versus what we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
I mean, stretching, Frizzy, very important. And I mean, we did see the video for the team, but do you want to go over who we are going to be watching tonight?
Yeah, so Burton is not in tonight. Savvy is sitting in. So Burton and Savvy are switch outs.
The 4th, 5th.
Yep, 4th, 5th. So we have Savvy, as you can see, Frizzy, Coach Potsy and J Ray's cam.
Yeah, that is not J Ray.
That is not J Ray. We can promise that. And then Neb. You'll eventually see their very pretty faces sitting there, very locked in, probably very close to the screen. I will not lie.
Especially J Ray there.
Yeah, be a little prepared for the jump scare that might happen when we, switch over to these cams.
But I also want to be, I want to be prepared for a pop off. I want pop off cam. Really, that's the big thing that I'm going to be waiting for, is seeing if these players can go off tonight. I think it was, oh geez, I can't remember who made the joke, but someone asked if there was going to be a 40 bomb tonight.
Oh yeah, I asked Savvy if he was going to drop a 40 bomb, and he looked at me and went, "Yeah, maybe like 40 deaths." So I was like, "Okay,
just funny.
Great to know that we're feeling really confident."
It made me very.
Maybe it's going to be a 40-40. 40 deaths, 40 kills.
I don't know if that would really be good or not. He's in the action. I know that much.
He's getting in.
Getting in there.
He said he might get on objective a couple times. So we're cheering for Savvy tonight. He is our man to watch, our MVP possibly.
He's one of the 2 players that came and visited us before the game started. Of course, chatting with him, chatting with Frizzy a little bit before the game. These are 2 guys that, well, they're excited to be getting into the game. And of course, the game itself, Black Ops 6, it's update day. And, well, that always leads to interesting things. We had a good amount of firing range bugs, if you want to.
Now, they did add fire range back into the game, the map. However, the actual fire range where you go to practice your gun shooting is going through an interesting time. Where it's kind of like time travel, where you might load into the firing range and then realize that you're actually in a map. Frizzy, unfortunately, production was talking about it, and Frizzy went to go load into firing range, and all of a sudden was loading into Skyline.
Not the firing range, if you didn't know.
At all. Firing range is looking quite different for some people. If you load in just right.
So, I mean, I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it could be a reason for why the guys play poor to come out the gate. But
well, we might experience some interesting Call of Duty type.
I do know they got their scrims in. They're ready to go. But of course, again, this is a team where they're more on the path of the Rocket League team, whereby being locked in is just by smiling and having fun, more or less. And if the guys aren't yelling at each other, then it's a good day.
Yeah.
I would prefer us to be like this, jovial, happy, and
youthful.
Yeah, exactly. Then, well, I mean, you say youthful, and these guys look, well, anything but.
No, Frizzy's on his phone. That's youthful.
That's as youthful as it gets. As we see some map picks coming out.
We do. Hardpoint Skyline, a very nice little pick. Obviously not the team's most favored map for Hardpoint, but this is also the game mode that we heard Nichols is very, very good at.
That's their best, we've heard.
We're hoping to take it from them, and then we move on to Protocol S&D, and then Vault Control, a map and game mode combination that our team is quite good at, I'd say. And then if we move on to map 4 and 5, we see double red card for Hardpoint and S&D. It'll be very interesting to see. We heard that the team has been working on some S&D to try to better themselves. We know that it has been a bit of an issue this semester for them, which last semester it was one of their better game modes. So the switch over to this semester is kind of where are we falling short, where are we having issues, and looking at that and then working on those. So hopefully we see a little bit of a difference and some better teamwork and just strat some plays overall to hopefully also take an S&D win. Hopefully a 3-0, but you never know.
You want to see S&D get one. Is
Yes.
what we're saying. Of course, that first hard point could go either way.
It could.
I mean, we did hear the team saying that if they really do want to win this match and make it dominant, they have to win the first game. That's what it starts with.
That's the goal.
They've also said that those middle 3 maps, 2, 3, 4, that's what they're prioritizing tonight.
Yeah, which is, it's always good to prioritize things. I mean, these boys are really in the mindset that even though they might not be going up against the most skilled teams, they're not going to look at these teams as if they're unskilled. They're going to look at them as proper opponents and play that way. You don't want to underestimate your team. You want to, go into this and really feel like you're going into a proper match.
It's playoffs. It is playoffs.
And you're fighting for now a LAN position in nice, sunny Florida. Hopefully it's sunny. Fingers crossed. We know the weather here is absolute not good.
Just so we, I mean, we're dating ourselves already. It's 2025, April 2nd, and it snowed today.
Yeah, it got real gross. It snowed, it hailed, it rained.
All at the same time.
Just everything that you can think of happened, I think.
Yeah,
we had sun in the morning.
Yeah, the only thing that didn't happen was cats and dogs falling from the sky.
Wouldn't be shocked if somewhere had it.
Because, yeah, middle of April, of course, we're getting reminded of the good weather. And while the weather is bad, we do hope it doesn't affect these guys. As you see the headsets come on, that means we're at least a little closer to getting this game going. Locked
Hopefully.
and loaded.
You know what? Speaking of the weather, because I just remembered this.
What is up?
So Jay has an electric hand warmer. He is also rocking our pre-fire hand packs. Jay stepped in a puddle on his way in.
Oh, nice.
And stuck his electric hand warmer into his shoes to try to dry his feet and socks.
I feel that. I was doing that myself earlier, and I'm going to keep doing it. Because that's the only thing really that could get in this team's way, because it seems
socks?
Wet socks.
Wet socks.
It's called psychological warfare. And I'm not saying that Nichols College made the rain come, but if they were smart, they'd take advantage of it.
They would. Maybe Jay's gonna use that as his advantage. They're gonna win something. He's gonna get into game chat and just go, "I won that with wet socks."
I'm just glad that the shoes never came off.
For all I know, they could have. He
I
was
didn't-
talking about just letting the dogs out, and I went, Jay, please don't do
I
that.
feel like we'd smell it from here if he did that. So I'm glad that is not the case. We do have a little bit of information about the opponents that we're facing off against. Nichols College. They have their logo is not just a buffalo, a bill, or whatever.
Yeah.
They decided to call themselves on this day of the week. They have a big statue of a buffalo right dab smack center of their campus. So they really embody that, and
Very interesting.
they also embody hockey, as they're from Massachusetts, pretty close to Boston in that general vicinity. We heard that most of their players are varsity hockey players as well, and that's a Division III school. That's legit
Well,
hockey.
Big shocker of the hockey player to Call of Duty player pipeline that I'm learning more and more. There's at least 2 or 3 players on varsity that played hockey. Pretty much our entire, except for 1 player, maybe 2 players on academy, all played hockey. And most of them, I think, overlapped in teams as well.
Oh yeah, most likely. And so that's what we're seeing tonight. Of course, the varsity hockey season has come to its close, so the opponents, maybe they get a chance to lock in a little more than they would in the regular season.
Maybe. Well, we did hear they were getting more scrims in. They were playing a lot more. So for all we know, they could come in absolutely guns blazing and really shock the team.
That would be something to see, of course. If you are on the Nichols team, really what you have to count on, you're in a 13-4 matchup, and that ain't easy. The stuff that you really have to count on for this game is going to be coming out of the gates hot and surprising the Condors. I feel like what we heard especially from the Condors, and really all that we can give out, is they're going to play their game. They're going to play
Yes.
the style they know how to play, and this is not one of those instances of, oh, let's throw it up. Let's catch them off guard. They just believe that we're the better team. We're going to play our game, and we're going to play better than they can.
Yep. And if you don't play like you're the better team, well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose.
We did hear, although, moments this season, or not this season, but moments in seasons gone past, that occasionally, when the lights weren't bright enough, when the matchup wasn't as marquee as it should be, they'd lose. They would not play down. They would play down to their opponent's level, and it wouldn't pan out. We've heard that this season that's been their #1 thing they've worked on, and well, has it worked?
So far, I mean, they are in playoff seats for LAN, so...
For a reason, and we're a 4 seed for a reason as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think something happened where we were originally the 5th seed. Something happened to the other team. We ended up in 4th seed. So we're playing a couple teams that we weren't necessarily expecting to play, but we're looking forward to play regardless. It'll be very interesting. I mean, the LAN will be held around the same time as the Call of Duty major. So it's going to be interesting to see who goes, who plays, who switches up. I know these boys are talking about wanting to go to the beach.
Yep.
Because, I mean, we're in Canada, and it, as we said, just snowed. And the fist bumps are coming out, which everyone, that is our universal sign for one thing and one thing only.
It's go time.
They're loading in.
It's like the race moment when the person puts their hand down and then all the cars go.
Yeah, the lights start going.
Yep. The fists fly. And the Condors are ready to go as, of course, looking around at Skyline at
Nice
the
little
first map. And
rooftop apartment.
if anyone was watching us on the last week's stream for Call of Duty, we had the Academy team, or at least I got to cast the Academy team playing. And, well, we saw some not so good stuff from this map. It seemed like that was not their strong suit. They did pick it up a little bit. They had a good game on Vault, which we were told wasn't their strong suit, and they did pick it up. This team, however, good at Vault. That's one of their maps, and we'll see it in a little bit. But right now, it's time for some hardpoint.
Yep, we're gonna see who gets first blood, and it's Chief Andy who gets it, followed by Chief Wahoo, who gets it on Neb.
Yeah.
If that is our Oshawa matchup, then it's not looking good for Neb, unfortunately, buddy.
The hardpoint not going the way of the Condors, losing this one, and they can't get control back. But right as I say that, they do get the kills needed.
Oh, Neb, just missing the player on Nichols.
And tries to get into his spot, can't do it, and that's just the timing. Timing not working out as Frizzy here with that assault rifle in the second floor cannot get the last kill to open up that point. And with 15 seconds left on the hardpoint, I'm not sure how much Nichols is really going to put pressure on this and how soon they're going to be flipping over to that next point.
Well, we can already see they are lining their holding spawns. Condors are trying to wrap around. You see number 4 going down over around P2, trying to get some spawns. It's J-Ray over by Piano, gets taken out. Frizzy now going for it, and it's Condors who actually manages to get on P2 and flip spawns.
Good change of pace. That was needed from the Condors there, as it seemed a little dire after that first point, but they have to hold on here. Big kills coming out, and Conestoga did come out on top at the end, but it's still anyone's point.
Ooh, and that player, Cable, really tracking Neb down for that kill, following in his footsteps, but Condors still managing to hold P2.
This is what they need, getting as many points back in their favor as they can. Neb picking up a big kill there as we see the members of Nichols College converging at the piano.
Yep, you're seeing some really good plays come out as Neb is looking for a two-piece, but unfortunately he's not able to get the shots on Sundown.
Now there are 10 seconds left in this hardpoint. This is more than just garbage points. That was a good retake there from Nichols College, but maybe too little too late as Condors, they're ready.
Well, Nichols shouldn't have necessarily thrown 3 players onto that. They should have also been rotating, but you know, to each their own, I guess.
Take
Frizzy
your points.
getting taken out from Hardpoint from Hot Tub.
Yeah,
Jay
it's
battling
needed.
his battles up here, a two-piece. Very nice.
Makes one of them a headshot, which is all the sweeter as he still stays in battle, throws out the nade, attempting to give him a little bit of room, buys a little bit more time, and stays alive. Neb comes in, takes out Wahoo, and there's J-Ray ahead of steam and a train rolling through the station.
Oh, he is just absolutely ripping through them. Him and I actually rocking the same skins, which is quite nice. I feel like I'm watching myself play, just if I was actually skilled.
As he does go down eventually, as soon as you made the comparison between him and yourself.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I totally cursed you. He's really playing like me now. Just getting killed and not getting kills. But
after that first hardpoint, it didn't look great for Conestoga, but we see the score now. Conestoga's found themselves up by a little bit, and they do immediately rotate over to this next hardpoint. Of course, the garbage point's going to Nichols, which, you know, in this situation, Nichols needs as many of those garbage points as they can to stay in this thing. As the Condors have found their stride.
Yeah, so garbage points, it's kind of whatever. Those really start coming into play when you have such a big gap. Right now, they're very close, only 20 points off. It's very easy to actually come back from this, especially on this map. There's 2 really major money hills. This is one of them, and Condors is really going to pull away with this as long as they can keep holding. Frizzy getting 1 kill, Neb following up with the second. Looking for another kill is Frizzy in bedroom. Doesn't get it. Ooh, Neb getting taken
big
out.
kills, but Chief Andy also went down in the altercation, killed himself.
I think he fell off the map. I would not be shocked.
That helps
Oh, he
Conestoga
probably went
out.
underneath. Fell in the elevator shaft.
That's big for Conestoga as they found themselves defending the site and still in it. J-Ray and Neb combining to get that kill, and the Condors score, which was 69 to 62 at the start of this hardpoint, is now up to 116 to 66. And they have the rotation. They have hot tub positioning.
They do. So if you look at the map, you want the side that has the helicopter, because that also gives you spawn positions for P2. And Condor's really holding down P1 now. We've seen them struggling right off the beginning as soon as the game started. They couldn't really break onto it. Now they're really understanding how Nichols is playing, where they're all kind of wanting to stand and sit, and really just absolutely finding them and getting them killed, except for Cable.
Yeah, and right as soon as we say the Condors are finding their stride and they're really starting to figure it out, the Nichols team has found their way as well. They got this site, and it looks much like the start of this game did, where they found their positioning, and it seems like this is their site, and the rest happened the way of the Condors here. With 15 seconds left, Condors with a last-second push, really, but focusing in on P2 is going to be the big thing.
Yeah, and we can see Nichols still holding on to P1 a little bit, not really rotating, but they are looking for picks on the Condors right now to try to make a clear run for it. But you can see, oh, it's Frizzy that ran up to the hot
elevator
tub.
shaft catches Savvy off guard, but Neb and J-Ray will stay locked in the fight, and we actually see J-Ray roaming around at the speed of sound, gets the first kill, but cannot get the second in the altercation.
It's unfortunate. Neb over here watching Staircase because he knows this is one of the places that Nichols is going to run through. You can also see someone going through Cat. One was going to attempt to go through where the barbecue station is. Frizzy getting a pick.
The aggressive
Sundown.
pick. Sundown had no idea.
And Sundown had the shots on first, but just couldn't win it. Frizzy with the second one out in Cat. Oh my goodness, he is a player to watch.
Yeah, look
As
out!
always.
Look out for that doorway as the moment he slides through, you know that it's going to go down. As this is J-Ray, just beautiful positioning, shutting down any attacking opportunity here from Nichols College. As J-Ray is on a little streak of his own, 5-kill streak now.
He really is. Jay's just having fun at this point. Gets shut down though, unfortunately, by Chief Andy. Chef, he could be. He's cooking it up a little bit right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
13 and 16. Never mind.
Well, leading the Nichols College side in kills so far in a game where it seems like more of an uphill battle for Nichols. I say that as they have found themselves in a great defensive position here, and they have some interesting map control. Hot Tub was controlled. I was going to say is controlled, but is not anymore as we see the attack from the Condors coming back in, and this is J-Ray who secured that site, but he's got so many angles to watch.
He does.
But
And
teammates.
Well, number 7 was really pushing back, holding spawns, and Jay is currently 28 and 15.
No,
Jay
he is
just
not.
absolutely.
No, I knew he had that streak, but I did not think 28.
Ripping it right now. Jay is proving why he is our captain, why he is playing this game again and again. Savvy.
Couldn't spot those legs out.
No, player was just laying down.
That
Maybe
is.
didn't call him out.
That's pretty good. With only 40 points remaining for the Condors to get before this thing finds its close, to be on the cusp of a 30 bomb here. That's unreal as the Condors continue to put that pressure on, and good positioning there from Chief Wahoo, but the Condors have numbers. I don't expect this to be claimed for Nichols for very long.
Not really, and Savvy with a nice little slide in goes over to Tub to hold this point.
Watches his teammate die in front of his eyes.
Chef Andy once again.
Chef?
Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying chef. Said he was cooking. He's not. Actually, he's coming up.
The autocorrect in your brain is going all haywire today. As
This dyslexia is kicking in.
20 more points, and the Condors have a big win on Hardpoint, a map that they kind of feared going into it, but they're clearly ready for this matchup. And J-Ray stopped shooting a little early. You could have swore he had the kill there, and I could have too.
It happens. I've done that a couple times. You think that they're going to die because they're a little lower, and they don't. They're looking now. The Condors are going to have to go P1 as Savvy tries to
They
slide
don't
in.
have control of P1. You see the defensive positioning here of Nichols was sound until that kill right there coming through is the Condors, and they had the positioning that opens up the map so much so for the rest of the team, and we see the rest of the team, Frizzy and Savvy, coming in, getting that site, and they have not gotten the control yet, but they have the map control, and that's the big thing here.
Well, they just got on P1. They only have a couple more. Jay with the little two-piece with the help of Frizzy, who manages to steal Chief Andy's. Jay with another little slide shot on Sundown, and there is game for the Condors.
That's a 33 bomb for J-Ray, because that last kill at the end, and in the blink of an eye, J-Ray just decided, now this is my game. This is what we're doing now.
Oh, Jay was just absolutely having fun at this point. He was just playing around.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to set the pace, and it's my lobby, he
In
said.
Jay's mind, he loaded into a ranked game.
And just had a little bit of fun with it.
Exactly.
Although we did see the best play was him dying, because of course it was. Because what else could it have been?
33 and 19, 25 non-traded kills for J-Ray. 3,658 in damage.
That ain't fair. That is not fair
He's
to start the
almost
match.
like 2 to 3K up on the next highest damage on Condors, if not more.
So that was a pretty good start,
That was a great start.
if that's fair to say.
That was cooking in the kitchen as Chef Andy, as I was calling him.
And I think we got the chefs on our side. They got the
Yeah,
Chiefs.
apparently.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was really, there's not much more that you could say as a 250, 142. We didn't Century Club, but it didn't really feel like that was ever in the contention. That game was close until, well, it wasn't.
Yeah, Condors really started understanding how Nichols was playing, how to get ahead of them, how to get the picks, how to get the kills, how to get the rotations, everything. And anything that you need in Call of Duty to win, they did it. And Nichols just eventually couldn't catch up.
And this is what we're talking about, why with Conestoga playing by the book, playing their own style, playing the game that they've practiced day in, day out. We didn't see anything there that was, whoa, crazy.
Other than J-Ray.
Well, even then, more or less, we come to expect that from the guy. I mean, he's good at the game, and I mean, while that is an extraordinary performance, I wouldn't be shocked if he went, if we had to do a second game of Hardpoint, which we, you know, go Condors. I don't think we will, but if we did, I would expect that again, because he is just it was so good, and we've seen him do it before. That's the biggest thing. We've seen that happen before. It's not a first.
Yeah, we've seen Jay pop off. We've seen Frizzy pop off. 2 players. We've seen Neb is one of our players that really, not necessarily takes control, but really understands S&D. We actually, come a little later in the season, they are bringing Rewind back to S&D, and that was one of the maps that dude was just absolutely frying. He won so many 1v3s in that. So they might be happy to have that come back. I know dealership has been a headache to a lot of people, so we might see that get vetoed unless teams can really understand it, and then that is just going to be a wild card that might win you a lot of games. Hopefully not.
So, of course, there will be changes made.
Yes.
As the new maps coming out. Well, not new maps, but the rotation switching up pretty shortly, and seems like it will be good for Conestoga. Well, it's not an objective bad change.
Yeah, no, it'll be good when they get to LAN. I don't want to curse, I'm knock on wood, but
hey, we've only won 1 round so far.
Once they get to Florida, that's when the new map rotations will kick in. So leading up to that, we'll have to scrim those maps. Everyone in general who's on a team, a Call of Duty team, will also they should be scrimming on those new maps. Get used to them, get used to Rewind again, get used to dealership, which, I mean, it's not in rotation in general. You don't really want to touch it because there's no need to. Now that it is, you got to get used to it. You got to make your callouts. You got to understand it. And that means as us casters, we also have to learn what those callouts are, which is going to be a fun time. And some other changes as we talk to Coach Potsy. Obviously, we are college students. We graduate.
And so do they. Yeah, we graduate here in the booth, but they also graduate there. On the desk. Do you remember which ones are gone? Because
I do.
Isn't it all but one?
All but Neb.
Oh my.
Neb he was brought in. He was our saving grace last semester. Really kind of brought some insight to the team. Worked really well with J-Ray. They've actually played together before. Frizzy and Neb have actually played against each other back when all of them were a little younger. By younger, I mean they're still young now. So we are losing J-Ray, Frizzy, and Savvy. They are all graduating. So give them a nice little congratulations on graduating
congratulations.
next month.
Oh, no, you didn't mean now.
I mean, you can do that now as well. Some little congrats in chat for actually, managing to graduate your program. Huge. Proud of these boys.
They are esports athletes, so it was in contention.
Yeah, it's a little, I mean, your class time is now.
I'm an esports commentator. I'm an esports commentator. It was a long shot for me too. So this is where I'm coming from. I'm not just saying that to say that to be mean.
We'd go home and also play games. These guys had to play more games than us. So the fact that, and these guys actually have really good grades.
What?
Yeah, like really good averages.
Sorry to sound shocked, guys, but
they were telling me, Frizzy has like an 80% average or something like that.
And better than me.
Which I know. It's better than me, and I dog on him all the time. Then he pulled that. I was like, okay, I can't dog on you anymore.
Oh, enough about school. In on the kills, McFrizzy starts it off. I love that username for today, Oreo McFrizzy, as we have Search and Destroy, meaning no respawn. Savvy, Chief Andy, the first to go.
Yeah, Nichols looking for the B plant, which is interesting. Frizzy getting called up by Chief Wahoo. Jay trying to spot him, knows that he laid down, bomb planted. It is a 2v2 situation. Cable and Chief Wahoo on Nichols, and Condors is Jay and Neb. 2 players you want working on your side. Neb getting 1. Jay understands there's 1 in helicopter.
There is 2 left, so you can't take positioning without watching every angle, but Neb finds him, and while revealing himself, maybe at a bad time there, as there it is. J-Ray and Neb just combining for what is not an easy retake, but they make it look so much easier than it is.
It was super, super simple. Neb getting that pick up on, the back sidewalk was really helpful. And then the 2 knowing that, usually you sit over in helicopter when you plant B, and Neb finding 1, and then the 2 of them just coming in on both sides. So this player, you weren't going to get out alive.
The pincer. It's it's too good there, switching sides, and you could see a guy like Frizzy, you could see a guy like Neb, everyone other than J-Ray, who was absolutely locked in, flashing big smiles, showing off the pearly whites. As now we're on the defending side, or no, attacking side this time.
Yep.
We've got to win on defense. That's That's rare, especially from what we saw from the academy team, where it felt like attack was their forte.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see how that goes. It looks like we are also going for B plan, possibly A, depending on it. I'm guessing the protocol strat has changed from A to B.
Yeah.
Don't know when that's
Prioritizing the side
happened,
of the
but
map.
Cable getting a pick on Oreo McFrizzy, our boy, our man, Savvy, sitting in helicopter.
J-Ray gets them back into the round. A big kill there on Chief Andy. One of the two Chiefs down from Nichols College side as the bomb is planted. And you're seeing a little bit of creative positioning, of course. Helicopter, no surprises here. But then we look over at J-Ray, middle of the map, really ranging around, trying to catch anyone off guard. But just like that, as Neb, J-Ray, and Savvy pick up 1 kill apiece and end the round easily. All three of them, the perfect position to be in.
Very, very lovely. Did I just see Savvy get left
Yes.
hanging? I had to point that out.
You both saw Savvy jump off the map and get left hanging
Yep.
at the end. Double sadness.
It happens. And it just slid right off perfectly off the safety net of the helicopter landing pad. And we'll see. I mean, we pulled 2 rounds from Nichols. We knew this was going to be something to watch from the Condors, see how they start, you know, changing their S&D strats. Protocol is definitely one of those maps that are a little interesting, a little funky to play S&D on. Savvy going to heli.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. We've seen 2 straight B-site takes. Why not just stack it up and retake A if you have to, as Chief Wahoo gets the first kill of the round. Kneb will even it up. Chief Wahoo, I have to assume, is a big wrestling fan. It's Chief Wahoo McDaniels, one of the best wrestlers of all time.
Very interesting, and well, he gets called out coming
Just
up
like the
elevator
real-life
shaft.
Chief Wahoo, he goes down. Rest in peace, Wahoo McDaniels. Bad call. Shouldn't say that.
That was a very interesting commentary from you, buddy. Thank you for the addition.
I get the chance to nerd out about one of my interests. I can't not
I'm not
do
gonna
it.
lie. I would have absolutely laughed so hard if Frizzy died falling down that elevator.
He was one sliver of HP away from that, as the bomb's still not planted yet.
Nope, and Savvy's over here watching B-site, manages to get a nice pick on Cable. Gets killed by Chef Chief Andy. I'm going to forever say Chef.
So you have no issues when it's Chief Wahoo, but Andy, no. Andy must be a chef.
He's too simple.
And speaking of the chef himself, Chief Andy in B-site, A site, a little change of pace. You've, of course, got Neb and Frizzy still alive, and a little creativity here from Chef. Oh, my goodness. Chief Andy, you got me infected
I'm just
now.
going to start calling him Andy. Oh, they hurt.
Wow,
Ooh.
doesn't get the kill, and that's going to cost him the round.
Oh,
He had
paper.
to. Had to have gotten that kill.
I would have had to get both of them. Frizzy.
Yep, that's...
Little love tap. Little love shot.
I was waiting for him to go all the way with it.
I was
I wouldn't have
too.
been shocked one bit, because these guys are having a ton of fun. You could see it in the way they're playing.
Yeah, they're having fun. It's a breath of fresh air from what they normally experience in S&D, so it's very nice to see.
This is the stressful game mode. This is the high, not the opposite of high octane. This is the slow-paced, methodical game mode. But they're still playing it like they have all the confidence in the world. They're playing it like they can respawn.
Yeah, which is a little terrifying.
They've been
but
playing risky, and I like it.
they have, and that might be throwing off Nichols. I mean, for all you know, if you start doing things that the opponents don't expect, kind of really throws them off, makes them a little spooked. And when you see the A push, Neb with the trophy down,
Kills
saves.
Frizzy with it. Oh no. Oh, this is not good for the Condors. It's the 4v2 situation, and wow. Yeah.
I think Frizzy got shot at, and Neb throwing that down. Unfortunately, just a little bit of a head tap. Neb really pushing forward,
There's the
unable to get the
aggression.
kill. It's only Savvy who picks up an SMG. Close combat. Gets one. Oh, I thought he was going to get the second one. That's unfortunate.
He carried the shots over, which was great, and just a little too little too late maybe for the
Little low
Condors
health.
there. That's definitely a round to forget. It's definitely one you don't want to be weighing on your head, because I don't feel like there's too many tactical implications to a round like that.
Yeah, other than poor Frizzy getting bonked in the
Yeah, poor Frizzy. Maybe this is a chance to say, okay, let's slow down a little bit, because that was intense.
Yeah, it seems like A was not exactly the strat. Maybe they'll try it again, try it a little bit differently, not throw everyone down all at once. Dogpile at the bottom of the elevator.
surprisingly, other than the team kill, no one died. From the initial throwing themselves down the elevator.
Yeah, the trophy saved them.
No,
except for
exactly, as you said, the trophy did save them, and it hurt them at the same time. But what we also saw is they got into their positions. They got into their post-plant spots. It just, the retake was too good, and we see it here. Chief Wahoo, a double in that A site, and this round it's going to be another tough one for the Condors.
It is. Frizzy did manage to see that they were kind of dropping down to A. Really good trigger discipline from him. He did also get a pick, so it is a 2v3 situation. Something the Condors can definitely work towards winning, depending on how Nichols decides to set themselves up down here, and how the Condors decide to also work together for this, because we have 2 AR players. We might see Frizzy pull out an SMG.
Damage on
one, but he's going to heal up if he's not pushing in, which you don't really want to. It's okay. Frizzy and Savvy working together to get both of them.
It's just Chief Wahoo left, who is back in the bomb site. Will get the first kill of the round with that nade. Didn't know where Frizzy was, but Frizzy gets the kill. Revealed his position with those first shots, and it didn't matter because he just is on one right now. This is what we were talking about pregame. A guy like J-Ray or a guy like Frizzy could pop off at a moment's notice.
He is, and Frizzy is doing pretty well, 5-2.
We've seen him go off and search and destroy before.
People could say it's 5-1 for Frizzy.
Hey, that death still counted for the round. That was not maybe. That was one of the major reasons they dropped that last round before this. Is going into it with 4v3. Yes.
I'm definitely gonna call him. After this, I'm gonna see them go. So now. Yep. Do you like that kill on Frizzy?
Also, you know it's update day because we just saw the HUD pop up and loudly proclaim Nichols College won the round. Shout out Call of Duty. Shout out update day because yes.
Oh, it's always been broken.
True.
It's
yeah,
just
you're right.
Call of Duty is broken. Period.
It's Activision. That's a AAA company.
It's not even Activision. It's Treyarch that made this one.
Oh, it's the one I like too.
Activision.
Yeah, they own everyone.
Activision is also inside,
but it's a Treyarch game.
Spot. I didn't even see him.
Crazy there is.
Okay, he's still back there. He didn't fully get the kill, but Savvy knows.
He put the fear in him.
Yeah.
Put the fear in him. You know he won't approach us. Savvy gets shot first and doesn't care.
Is he gonna just get a second? Oh,
he spotted him. He spotted him out. Throws the tactical, and it's too good, too perfect. This is again. It's one of those things where when rounds like that happen, you question how they lose it all.
The Condors or Nichols?
Condors, obviously. I don't question why Nichols lost that round. It's because the Condors were too good.
The Condors were picking.
But that's the thing. They didn't plant. They never once planted. They just waited and waited and waited. They just held position.
Condors the one in bomb?
Yes. That's what the funny thing was about that round. They were just holding sight. They were just holding their positions, waiting for the opponents to make a mistake. They did, and Condors capitalized. It is really good stuff and something we don't see too often from Search and Destroy.
I mean, in this situation, this is definitely something that you see. We see all of Nichols dropping down for A. Neb now knows there's at least one down there. And Bomb did not go down. He did not drop down Ellie. He's just sitting up there. I'm guessing that he's hoping that his team kind of gets a little bit of clear, makes it fully safe.
Don't want to lose the bomb.
I mean, you definitely can, but as long as our teammates pick back up.
Snuck onto site. They don't know. I'm confident they don't know he's here. Oh, but they do now. First shots come out. The trophy system gets destroyed because he threw out his tactical. Another trophy system goes down. That should be an open site for the Condors.
That's the trophy canceling it out.
Gotcha. How many grenades do trophy systems destroy per system?
Don't ask me that. I don't know.
Okay, because in Black Ops 2, it was only like one.
No, it depends on how you do it. But there's Frizzy getting the final kill.
Yeah, well, we were talking about that. The Condors were systematically going through, dying themselves, but also taking out the kills. It's effective trades.
Yes, the trades are where you want. And there, Condors take the win. Maybe we can flag down one of the players as they walk past and go, how many shots can a trophy system take?
How many grenades
can
they swallow up?
Because it's grenades and tack that it cancels out.
Yep.
I think it's a lot. It's a lot more than 3.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. If it's not 1, then my brain would immediately go to 3. But
sometimes if you get lucky, just as they're throwing it down, you can get a grenade on it. It can blow it up. It's
yeah.
not often that happens.
That's too bad. And that's not what we saw from the Condors. But what we did see from the Condors was a dub and a 6-1 win on Search and Destroy. I've never personally had a Search and Destroy go that fast. Every single one I've seen and casted of the Condors has been at least 8 to 9 rounds. Well, I guess that was 7. Every single one has been at least 10 rounds long. That one was, yeah, a very quick 7 too. A lot of those rounds were done in an instant, it seemed like.
Yeah, they were pretty quick. I mean, sometimes you can get S&D done in like, some people joke around, you can get it done in like 6 minutes. It's not true, but
I mean,
a minute around.
We got close.
Yeah, maybe like 10 minutes we got.
Which, again, something we don't see. I mean, that hard point was also pretty quick. Like,
Yeah.
shockingly quick.
If we had the budget and the ability, I don't even know how they do it in the pro leagues, but you can see like a graph of how everyone did it, and we'd probably see, you know, Nichols on top, and then all of a sudden they just drop down as the Condors raise up. It would be very interesting. But Vault Control is next. We'll see if we can get a 3-0. For all we know, Nichols might very well just go, ha! It's Control that we got it on.
They could just say, yeah, no, we lulled you into a false sense of security, and now that you feel confident, we're going to tear you down. Or the Condors will just win.
I feel like it's going to be
One of the two will happen, and there's no way to know until we see it, and that's going to be a little bit, as you can see the players going out and about on a little walk, getting ready for that third game, what could potentially be the win, and you are in round. So we're excited for that. I bet you are too. Make sure you stick around because we will be right back.
Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
How I'm loving life these days. I see it falling into place. It's coming together. I don't even need to chase it. You see it written on my face. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days.
If a career in esports sounds wild to you, it's not. This is where your profession plus your passion could come together. Would still need what traditional business would need. The more distinct difference is in traditional sports, no one owns the ball. But in esports, someone does own the game. And this is part of what we're going to discuss in this program. You'd be able to learn how to run an esports event on the operations side to the management side of it. Marketing and promotions, how to deal with sponsorships, how to deal with partnerships, and also a big part of our industry is social media as well. What you're working on now is probably also needed. This industry needs all kinds of professionals. If you're looking for change, this program could be a converging point. Good luck and have fun.
What's up? We are back, ready for what could be the final rounds before the LAN, potentially. If you didn't already know, of course, Conestoga College, Willow, Mute Chaos Bridges, and we're watching some Call of Duty today, and it's not just a normal day for Call of Duty, no, it is the playoffs officially starting, and this is a win if you're in game. Win and you're in. That's the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
So what is it, though? What are they winning? What are they getting into?
LAN.
Oh.
Florida.
Elaborate.
Florida.
Okay.
Period. The NACE Grand
Big,
Final.
big smiley face for that, because that was excellent. That's exactly what I was thinking was going to come out of your mouth there. I wasn't expecting any more explanation. No. Florida.
Florida!
The NACE Grand Finals, potentially. That is what the LAN is over, and what we have seen so far today has been nothing short of great from the Condors. The first hardpoint game being 250 to 142, and that's Search and Destroy. Done lickety split, 6-1.
It is. And we managed to catch some of the Condors out in the hallway. Neb was actually the first one we snagged. So
Well,
he was wandering away.
We snagged 3 people, all within a minute of each other.
And
but
they just
yet
continued the conversation.
Yeah,
like, one would go into the hub and the other would, like, pick
spawn.
it up.
Yes. We were not allowed to have any 2 players in the general vicinity at one time. It was just a one after another. One would come out. We'd talk about the trophy systems, how many grenades they can take. They would walk into the hub, and then boom, Savvy spawns. It was like, no, it's this. And then
Yeah,
he
Neb
goes
was
away.
like, it's 4 or 5, and then Neb starts walking away, and Savvy, like, from down the hall just goes, it's 4!
And then Neb's like, I don't know, maybe J-Ray would know. And speak of the devil, right as soon as Savvy walked away, Jay spawned. It was like, it is.
Because the funny part was, we started talking, they started walking in. You're like, at one point, there was like, it took 10 to like break it down. And then you guys were debating which game it was.
Because
then Jay came and was like, no, you're wrong. It's this game.
So the only 2 CODs that I've really played competitively and I've actually tried to get good in was Call of Duty Black Ops 2 when I was a wee 12, 13-year-old. Back in the day, a wee little lad. I had Diamond SMGs. That was me. That was my game. That game, I couldn't remember if trophy systems were the infinite feeling ones or the instant ones. And I said instant, and I was wrong. And that's where J. Ray from down the hall corrected me. That's a confident man.
Actually.
And then the other game that I actually tried to get good at was Call of Duty Cold War. When that came out on the PC, I played that for a little bit, and that was the game. That trophy systems were just gone like that, just immediately gone. And, well, this game, not the case. We've gotten our answer, kind of. It's 4 or 5. I don't actually know. 4.
Savvy confirmed it. 4.
2 tacks, 2 lethals.
Or 4 grenades, 4 tacks.
However
Little
you-
combination, 3 grenades, 1 tack.
What's the last combo that you didn't say?
3 tacks, 1 grenade.
Boom! There we go. That's a victory for us.
That's a W for the casters.
That's using your brain to its max potential.
It's the only time we'll be good at math.
That is the peak.
Yep.
It's never gonna reach
Expect
that again.
nothing more.
We should expect a little more from this team here. I mean, we expect one more game to be played, and well, personally, I expect only one more game to be played. If patterns are to be believed, if my human pattern recognition brain is correct, then well, we'll find out. I know for a fact, and we talked about this last stream we had last week, that Vault was not the map for the Academy. Exactly. So what is Gulp today?
We have seen. We have my fingers up.
Your
there,
fingers
by
up.
the way.
Can't see it, but fingers up.
We have seen.
Actually.
Actually, Varsity has been decent at Vault. However, I've only seen them be good with Burton because Savvy's not usually in for Vault maps. So
It's gonna be unique.
I think they're gonna steamroll them.
Oh wow. You got confidence in Savvy?
Yeah, I
taking
want to see
over
that
for
40
Burton?
bomb. Either deaths or kills from Savvy. A 40 bomb in either field. Maybe 40 assists.
Maybe 40 steps taken. That one would be the worst.
That would mean he DC'd. And we
Gotcha.
do not want that.
Which, you know, we like to make fun of Call of Duty for how it works and doesn't work sometimes. But today, so far so good. We've been running
well,
smooth.
now you've cursed
That was
us.
exactly what I was going for. As we get a special.
Zoom in of the
Heating
Free Fire.
pads.
We both have one.
We both have one. I've been hacky sacking mine.
Curtis has learned another use for it. So
Shout out to our fire heat packs.
They're actually really warm. Mine's really warm.
Mine's pretty warm now.
I don't even think I opened. I think someone actually gave this to me. I've just been keeping it. I don't remember who.
I stole this.
Who'd you steal it from? A COD member? A Rocket League member?
I'm not incriminating myself. I went as far as I'm willing to go with revealing what I
We
did.
both managed to get our heat packs. Not in the way from the. We got it from people. That just proves how nice the Condors are. They
It's
just
the best.
give us heat packs.
I mean, if we really want to chill out, I mean, you go to the Esports Hub. You got computers for days that
You
all
do.
got games on them.
And the pre-fire packs are in the hub.
Shilling over, game starting. We are in for action. Of course, this is Control. If you don't know Control, Willow knows it better than me.
So, Control is made of 6 points and 2 main areas as Frizzy tries to get something. J-Ray is the one with the first pick. Control is made of 6 points, 2 main areas, A and B. A is in the middle where P1 usually is on Vault. And P2, well, P2. B is over near where B bomb site is. And you have to get all ticks to win. You can either win on lives, because even though it is respawn, it respawns until you get down to 5 lives, 4 lives. Savvy getting called out from behind by Chief Wahoo. Neb managing to get him out of their spawns. Spawns cannot be flipped, which means you can get people in what is called a spawn trap. It is very unfun when you get put in the one. It makes you very frustrated, as Frizzy manages to get his pick on Andy.
And so, yeah, so now where we're at in the game, now that you know what Control is, Conestoga came out of the gates flying, going for that A site take, and they did pretty good. You mentioned ticks there. You see at the top of your screen, they have 1/3 out of the A site control done, and it looks like they're trying to prioritize it, but more so running around it, going for that map control.
Yeah, both. I mean, Vault is one of the more difficult maps for Control. It's just, oh, it's a pain. You can really, you know, either get all your members as you
the head up.
That does happen. You can contest it. You do a little bit of spotting. We've seen Shaco on Academy do a lot of kills from that little Vault hole, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for us.
Conestoga's been doing great so far. They've had
they've been
someone on this site at all times that just couldn't get it with just a little bit left. That's only 2 seconds of control on that point, and they have to get it because there's only 25 seconds left in the round. And you see Nichols College, they're converging on that site. They got one player on it, just lying down, waiting for the Condors to come back.
And Jay doesn't see him by the pillars, unfortunately, as it's Neb that is starting to go for B. Nope, he's going through mid doors, trying to see if he can find anyone. Frizzy getting a pick up in short. Sees one cat, knows he's still there. Hopefully, it is Wahoo, as Neb is trying to find him. Still gets taken out by J-Ray.
So many entrances that Condors have to watch, and they do, with no time left, securing that site, adding a minute onto the clock, and, well, going down, we see the lives are pretty deadlocked at 10-9. It's pretty close to a tie, I feel like, Condors. If they get that next kill, they got to keep that momentum going into that site, and we see there, that was Frizzy all on his own over at that B site.
We are still up 1 life on Nichols, but that can very easily turn around. We see Savvy here with an SMG going around. The Nichols player does not look at all, so Savvy takes control of top art with an AR. This is a bad thing for Nichols, as long as he does not get called out. And they're just not. Okay,
I'm so confused. That was, it seems like he was there to go
and
contest.
Well, Frizzy's also, he was top P4. There's 27 seconds left. They know they can win on lives. There's no respawns. So they take one. Frizzy knows there's another one.
Of course, holding that control, pausing the clock, but it does seem like the lives are what is getting prioritized here by Conestoga. But with only 3 opponents left, it seems like the control might just be the worst. Theirs to take, as it is all down to Cable, who is just outside that B site. I feel like we're going to have a site. Ooh, yeah.
Get out. Get out. Oh, he's not touching it either.
Capturing the point. Well. It is over on lives in a game that was not easy. The furthest thing from it.
Yeah, I mean, even then, the Condors were really good at getting those ticks done.
Well, they were good when it mattered. It took them until 8 seconds left.
So that's the thing with Varsity. They love to leave it to the last second to actually get these ticks. It's the one thing that terrifies me watching them play Control. Every single time I've watched them, it takes them until like the last seconds to actually cap it and move on.
This was no different.
Yeah, it's
it's one of those things where you look at the players and where we usually see them flashing smiles, they're still locked in as ever. It seems like Control is one of those game modes that they can't take lightly.
No, and this is one game mode that they are also, from what I've seen personally, one of the best ones. You see Jay going for the nade spot. Hopefully Savvy does not slide into it. no one gets anything. It is Andy and Cable working together, getting 2 picks, Savvy and Jay. There's Frizzy in that vault hole. Little rubble down through the pool.
Oh, and Wahoo gave chase and took out Frizzy after he peeked his head up, just revealing himself in the wrong situation, but getting back on the kills are the Condors. They did find themselves down early in the kill count, but it looks like they're trying to work their way back in as 1.5 ticks are off the A site here for that Nichols College side.
They are, and you've seen Jay, he was working their way into spawn. He managed to get 1 pick out of it. Frizzy, unfortunately, with the grenade kill on Neb. It's all right. We can work it back as Savvy gets a 2-piece, making up for that. Jay also getting a piece for himself. Picks up someone's AR. I think this is Savvy's, actually.
As the kills keep flying in for the Condors. They went down early in the kill count, but they found themselves in the lead here as they've been getting a lot of multi-kills on the map as Frizzy is missing close altercations with them. Oh, by the hair as he's being chased by Wahoo. Wahoo shoots a bullet, and we'll see.
Still not getting him.
Frizzy decides, you know, I know Wahoo's behind me. I heard those bullets. I don't care. I got a double kill in front of me, and he will take what's his.
It was Sundown that got him. Wahoo didn't even get him. It's unfortunate.
That's got to hurt the brain a little.
Oh, yeah, he really followed him all the way out. The boys are still cutting them down, making it difficult for them to get on point. 20 seconds remain.
Yeah, 20 seconds left, and this has been really good from Condors. They don't even have 2 ticks on this A site left, and they can't even get control on it, as now we see them stop that clock at 12.5 seconds, and they start to get their control. Condors, I mean, they would like to end it now if possible.
They would, however, Nichols, if they really want to speed this up, they got to get all 4 on it. So we see Jay calling out 1, trying to go up the stairs. There's still, looks like 2 players on. They've secured it. That's a minute on the clock. Frizzy getting a pick out of that.
Sure enough, but he did.
Somehow, someway, Savvy's also low on health. Also on B, making sure that Nichols is just, they're not going to allow him
That
on
car explosion was a second away from taking him out in the rounds there, as Cable and Chief Wahoo are just outside the site, and we see Savvy had some good map positioning, but just got gunned down by the SMG, which in a better situation, Nev following it up, trading out the kill.
Ooh, does not see the player laying by pillars. That was also a weird spot for him to lay. Not going to lie. They're just looking for kills. The lives are pretty close. This is not usually how.
No, this is turned into a death match.
No, but even usually it's attackers that are up on lives in this situation. So it's very interesting that it's been flipped both times.
Yes, yeah, Condors down to their last 7 lives. 6 lives make it that. Their respawns are going to be few and far between now as they keep going down on this site. Really good control here from Nichols College.
They do, and Condors really have to be careful on this. 27 seconds remaining from Nichols. 3 lives remain for the Condors. 6 remain for Nichols, and it's down to 2. They either have to really pull some amazing stuff out. Wahoo just once again going for the chase. Is Frizzy. It's not going to do anything.
He had to, though. He had to run in there as he was the last life left for Conestoga, and both sides attackers really just setting the tone of the map.
Yep, it's 1-1. First to 3 will win this. From what I know, whoever has the most amount of ticks usually gets defender if it's a tied game. Last time I said that, Academy did not have that happen to them, which ultimately lost them that map, which was very sad. Look at this little shot from Wahoo just standing up here. Oh.
We saw a lot of confident play there from the Nichols side. They were taking their gunfights really effectively, especially off the start of that map when they came into the A site in the middle of the vault there. It just seemed like the Condors couldn't get in at all. They lost that first gunfight too.
Yeah, they did. Nichols did manage to get 2 kills on them, which really set the pace. And then Condors at one point was doing well on time, keeping them off. And then unfortunately, Nichols was really returning the gunfire and actually, you know, shooting first and getting those kills. And we see Jay with the first blood on Andy.
Just barely getting the kill there. Jay, another kill as we're back, reset, and it seems like the stakes are a lot lower than they used to be as we were just in that intense last round. And Condors doing much like the Nichols College side did that first round and really taking this A site.
They are. And Frizzy managing to stay alive until then when Sundown shuts him down. But it's Neb who's still on point, who's getting 2 ticks. They're still managing this.
Yeah, they just, the entire run, Conestoga never once got off the site. And the defense from Nichols College, it was good and just took out J-Ray there. Not good enough as capturing it here. Frizzy trying to get that last bit, but does not have the friends to help him behind him.
Does not. We see 2-3 Condors on this as Neb is the one who gets a double kill within that situation. And they managed to secure A site, making it so they have 2 minutes this time instead of just 1.
Very nice change of pace for the Condors as they do find themselves, Neb specifically, in that spot that was so deadly for Nichols. It seems like they had this control from the start of when B-side opened.
Yeah, and Frizzy working his way. He knows someone is now at Palms as it's Neb that follows it up. Nice little exchange. Neb goes through pool, it looks like. Trying to spot anyone savvy. Don't know what he's doing.
Little calm before the storm here. It seems like the Condors are more so just doing a regroup. Neb goes in on his own to take that, and the rest of the Condors get into the fights of their own. J-Ray and Savvy both getting into big brawls and just not in time to help out Neb on the site. He goes down first, but Frizzy gets a kill with the trophy system.
Don't know how that happened, but hey, we've seen it happen to him with Neb, so it's a little bit of some sort of revenge, I guess
it's
you
poetic,
could say.
I would say.
Redemption from the trophy system, as the Condors are still managing to do well on this.
And if you look at the lives, it's 16-9. The attackers, again, just setting the pace every single round. It's going to be tough for the Condors in this next round they play to shake up what we've seen 3 rounds in a row. I'm talking like this round is over because it is about a second away as the contest here, the last second contest.
Go, Jay! Okay, J-Ray!
The double with the pistol coming out, and you know he's excited about that. You know that that momentum is going to carry.
J-Ray alone just won them that. The 3-piece at the end. 2 with the pistol with obviously the help of someone, I don't know who it was. Frizzy was the one who got best play. In our hearts, that was J-Ray.
I'm shocked it wasn't a J-Ray at the end of the map there, as that was insane to stay in the battle. Of course, Frizzy playing pretty good. I mean, he's been earning that player of the game so far.
He has. I honestly am mind blown at that J-Ray. If he got off that, that would have been so hard to get that final tick because Nichols would know. They got all 4 of them out. They have time and just, J-Ray, I love you, buddy.
Clutched up the round.
Literally, yep.
And now we see defense. And this is where it gets tough for the Condors. They have to pick up a win. No one team has won on defense yet. And we see J-Ray, Savvy combining for kills. J-Ray, unfortunately, killed Savvy.
Literally combined for a kill.
As the first fight of the game went much better than the last time the Condors were on defense, as no ticks yet on the site. No control as Savvy, J-Ray, and the rest of the boys are holding this site pretty well.
They're doing well. We've seen the boys all pretty much rush into their spawn and get some kills out of it. Obviously, Nichols getting kills in exchange. But they are really putting the pressure on Nichols. They're still up in lives. It is early on in this. 44 seconds remaining. Frizzy with the 2-piece.
Make it a 3. Make it a 3. Everyone going down on the side of Nichols College, and it forces the respawns, I'm pretty sure, to flip there.
Yeah, so they're spawning P2. It's the side that makes it a lot longer of a run to get to B point and A. Oh, Savvy.
Makes life a little tougher as we see 20 seconds left on the clock. Condors have been leading in the kills, leading in the map positioning, but we see a little last-second burst. The pub push, and it won't matter. Ned picks up a huge double, stays in the fight, and knows that Chief Wahoo's there, and knows that he can take him down. Does do it as they clear out the remaining points that were put up on the board from Nichols College, and they're just going to carry this momentum with only 5 seconds left. Let's see what they can do.
They do. Neb is sitting in here making sure. Neb is just popping off. 4.7 seconds for Nichols. They're going to get cleared by J-Ray.
But that B site, they came over and started controlling that, but it was just too little, too late from the Nichols side as they go down. And what we saw was 2 close battles of the lives flip on its head as the Condors win that one 3-1. And you know what else they do?
They secured their spot at the Florida LAN.
And you could see it on their faces. You could see it in the team celebration, hugging it out, and they're happy. Campers, no, the season will not end today, and they will not go gently into that night.
No, they won't. Congratulations to our varsity squad, Neb, Jay, Savvy, Frizzy,
Everyone.
and Burton as well.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has played a part in this, getting them to this spot in NACE.
Yes.
And so, you know what? Congrats, boys. I hope your flight out to Florida is nice and safe, and you guys enjoy the sun, the warm weather while out there. Really appreciate it. Hopefully they can make a part in that as well.
I would hope so, because the winners of tonight and the winners in our hearts, the Conestoga Condors varsity COD team, one of those teams that, well, everyone here at Conestoga can be very proud of. They have just been excellent this season and proved it today. I mean, we talked with the players before the game, and we told you what they told us. They're feeling good. They're feeling confident, and that joyous whimsy, the childlike wonder, like you were calling it, that came through in the end.
It really did. I mean, we have to give it to J-Ray for that B-site steal, the 3 lives. And, you know, honestly, all the players.
There was no weak spot.
No, there really was not. I didn't really look at the lives that much and the kill count.
They were all
KDAs.
positive. I know that much.
For control, at least. So that's good. I didn't look at the other KDAs. Maybe I'll go back and rewatch it and dog on them in their DMs. Who knows?
Yeah, do a little VOD review like the
Yeah.
boys over there at the table. You could see them behind me there, all hunched around the computer, looking at all the other results, as today is, of course, playoff day, and, well, they're excited. I mean, you saw the bracket before it started. This was everything, and like we said before the game started, if we need to see red card, well, we don't.
Nope, no red card. Thankfully, I have not seen red card in so long. I haven't even seen red card playing ranked since, like, it started.
Yikes.
Honestly, yeah, red card is just a villain. It's untouched. Never, it's no. It's a
No,
no-go.
and so it stays untouched tonight. I mean, I will always take a 3-0 victory. I pray that we get to hear from some of the players after this because, I mean, not that they're going to be full of sound bites. They're going to be full of emotion.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
Well, we just got word that the players are ready to be heard from, and I want to do just that. So I want to say thank you for tuning in, listening to me, Curtis Collings, Willow, Mute Chaos Bridges, and thank you for the Call of Duty Condors Esports team for making that, well, quite the fun game as we do go and hear from them.
And I'm down here, well, with probably the man of the hour right now, all of them popping up. But J-Ray, you were something else today. What was going on? Where were you in your headspace, man? Because you were a beast today.
Honestly, I was just thinking about, like, my entire time at Conestoga because this was my last game at the Hub.
Right. Oh.
So I was thinking about my entire time at Conestoga, and I was like, you know, from where we started to where we are now,
Right.
like, going to Florida and winning that match
Yeah.
was the only thing on my mind. So I wanted it for myself, and I wanted it for these guys as well as the school.
I mean, like, does that get in the way then? I mean, like, you come in knowing, like, okay, you want to make something big out of it. Is that like getting your way as an obstacle? How do you make sure that it motivates you instead of pulls you back?
For me, I'm a big self-criticizer, so it was like any extra pressure that I add on myself, I just know I'm going to play better. So adding that extra pressure for me, it wasn't anything that I haven't done before, you know.
So in the series, man, you start popping off. I mean, you're bringing the energy. I heard you in the control room and everything. You were getting loud. I mean, how was that for the whole team? I mean, did everyone else start amping up too after that?
I mean, I was feeding off of Neb, man.
Right,
honestly, yeah. Neb was everything for my energy. So every time I got loud, he got loud. Luca was pitching in, which is very rare. I even got a let's go out of Savvy. So
let's go.
The energy was high.
I love it. Hey, you know, I'm going to get you back afterwards for a final word here since the last time. We're going to get Neb since you brought him in here. All right, yeah, get over here. Everyone's getting on the mic right now. Oh, and that includes you, Savvy, too. We'll get you in a minute here.
I wasn't ready today.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I just easy and simple here. I mean, how great does it feel to get that dub? Because obviously, you coming into the squad, trying to bring in your perspective of this, it's got to feel good seeing this pay off into a LAN spot.
No, honestly, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
You know, we've went through quite a bit this year. You know, a lot of ups and downs as a team, and for it to culminate in this, you know, I know we still have a lot of work to do at the LAN itself, but qualing with these guys really means a lot to me, and I've really come to like and respect all of them throughout my time so far.
That's awesome. It's been really cool to see the squad and then the ups and downs and now locking into a LAN spot, looking good. I mean, I guess for you, what's the emotion? Do you immediately think next to, okay, what do we got to prepare next? Or is there a moment where you actually got to say, okay, we've won, let's just take that in?
I think we're going to take a day or two to kind of soak it all in and, you know, just like enjoy the win.
Sure.
But we do have a busy schedule coming up. We have CCL playoffs this weekend, the College COD League.
Right.
Myself, Jay, and Frizzy, we're all attending a LAN this weekend together. So, you know, we have a lot on our plate that way, and of course the LAN at the end of April. So we definitely have a lot of work to put in, but we're going to enjoy this one for sure.
Hey, I promised you only 2 questions or so I'll let you step off there.
That.
Let's get the mic over here to Savvy. No, let's get Savvy in next here. Savvy's here, come on. All right, this was requested. People will want you on the mic. Oh, no. Man, hey. This feels good, eh? This feels good to get this dub. I mean, you obviously had some beasts popping off here. How does that energize you to keep playing and say, hey, do I want to like get some highlights here too?
Well, I think everyone could say that I'm probably the quietest one on the team, so they energize me for sure. So shout out to the guys for that. Honestly, they definitely energized me in those last 2 games. So.
Well, were you falling asleep? Was it entertaining enough?
It was. I like to I have to focus on like blocking and everything.
True.
When they energize me, it just motivates me even more.
Yeah. So I mean, in that series, I mean, like, do you ever have a time where you can just like let yourself celebrate too? Because you said you got a lot to focus on here. Is there moments you can just say, hey, no, I want to pop off now too?
I mean, if I see our team getting kills with a kill feed, that's what I celebrate. Right. So. If I see us winning, that's a good time to celebrate. All
right, what are we getting out of the Safster on LAN here? Are you going to be a pop-off guy, or are you going to be that controlled center? Let's bring it back in.
Well, I'm going to try and still be consistent, and I'll let my teammates pop off.
All right, cool. That sounds good. Hey, thanks for getting on the mic, Saf. Now we'll get Mr. Yeah, pass it over. Mr. Oreo McFrizzy himself here.
Save the best for last, or what?
I was a little bit worried here. Well, yeah, that's why he gets the last word.
Oh, okay.
I was a little bit worried there. I came over there and I just rocked you in rock, paper, scissors before. You didn't let it phase you, though.
Of course not.
All right, cool. Yeah, he's ice cold.
I can't shoot back in rock, paper, scissors.
That's true. Talk to me about the series, though. I mean, like, there's a point where you guys had to know you had the here. I mean, honestly, even that first hard point felt like you guys had it locked.
Well, I mean, the first hard point was like whatever. We were slamming them. But honestly, in the S&D, when I went like back-to-back 1v2s, I think we all knew like they weren't going to be able to like, you know what I mean?
It was GG at that point.
Yeah, it was just like.
I mean, how do you make sure that you don't get too ahead of yourself, though? I mean, it's easy to just like get I think I saw a couple silly mistakes where people maybe were getting ahead of themselves there. But how do you make sure you're not getting too far that you lose the series?
It's such a fast game. We're always going to make mistakes. But like even that the one vault control round that we lost, we're just like, we need to slow it down. We made the adjustments, and then you saw what happened.
All right, give me your thoughts on the LAN now. You guys got a couple coming up here. I mean, how's it feel? I think it's Orlando?
Yeah.
How's it feel now? Is that sunk in? Like you guys getting
I mean, that was just another game. I don't know. I'm just living in the moment, you know?
Yeah, true.
But, no, I feel like we're a really good LAN team. So, like, if anyone who watched
That's what Coach is saying, too.
Yeah, if anyone's seen C3, I think we just play so much better on LAN. So, I feel like Akron, who beat us online, I think we play them on LAN. We're beating them for sure.
What is it? What makes you guys a good LAN team?
It's just the energy.
Yeah.
The energy. Online COD's just not real. So, like, you know.
Fake news.
Yeah, when you're on LAN, it's just such a different game. The hit reg's better. You play better as a team. It's just, I mean, have you seen Jay scream at people?
Yeah.
I don't want to get yelled at. If someone's yelling at me like that, I'm getting nervous. You know?
That's right. You guys, is that part of the prep then? Well, you guys got any clapbacks for any team specifically? Are you going to workshop that?
Who's going to be there? Cumberland? I mean, Honor's going to be yelling.
Yeah.
Is Keanu there?
Cumberland's there.
Yeah.
Cumberland, Keanu.
There's some teams we're going to be yelling at for
All right,
sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the workshop on that. Hey, Frizzy, big dubs today. Any final words here before I give it over to Jerry? Yeah, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right. Yeah. I did beat it. We're tied now, technically, really. All right, Jerry, get on. You said it last time in the hub here, man. I mean, I want to give you the mic here and talk. I mean, it's got to be such a sick journey for you to get to this point and be able to capstone it, too, with a LAN event that you guys are going through now.
Yeah. Thinking back to my first semester here when Eric brought me along, I remember my first playoffs. Round 1 was against Fisher, and we lost that pretty bad. So to see where the program has come from then to now is absolutely amazing. And I did promise a LAN ship or a championship, so
all right,
it's good to give us another chance at that.
You're on the right track record then for that. Hey, J-Ray, I just got to say to myself, it's been awesome watching you. Looking forward to the LAN event too, and hopefully, again, you motivated some people to do what you do because you bring an energy not many people can. So it's been awesome watching you, man.
I appreciate that. The energy is going to be there. The LAN is going to be streamed, so make sure you guys hop in the stream. I appreciate the support the last 2 years, and let's go out with a bang.
I might have to jump in a watch party with Miss Spaceman on that one.
Oh, yeah.
We got your back, bro.
Yeah, bro. If Sean's watching, man, I'm definitely getting that chip.
All right, let's do it. Cool. GG's, man. Good luck at the LAN ship. We're looking forward to it there, and I'll let you send off there while I send the stream off.
Condors. I appreciate all of you guys. I see everybody in the chat. I see all of the Academy players that are watching. I see the Burton Stan that's always in the chat as well. So I appreciate everybody that's watched us over this last year, and hopefully we can bring back a LAN chip for you.
Now, hopefully they will. That's it. Hey, we're going to send it off on that. Give it up in chat for J Ray here. Let's, tomorrow, join us. We got some more stuff going on, and I didn't do my homework. I didn't look there. What is it? Rocket League. Hey, look at that. That's a good esport. Let's tune in for that, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining us. We saw a big dub tonight. I can't talk. Let's just end it off. Let's get out of here. Condors tomorrow. See you then.
Condor crew, caw.
you.